Okay, so we've got this movie. I mean, I think it's nice that in many ways you look at this movie, and this was really like when Seth Rogen hadn't really done that much. I mean, obviously he'd done Knocked Up and stuff like that, and obviously, yeah, he'd done like Pineapple Express, and I really enjoyed Pineapple Express. I think it's a really funny movie, and I like Knocked Up, even though I didn't see it for many years. I only just watched it like a few years ago, but I still enjoyed it. Um, I just think that this movie isn't a great movie. I mean, by Rogan standards, I think it's not the worst movie he's done because I think that would probably have to go to Paper Heart. I know obviously he's only in for 5 minutes, but oh god, that was a terrible movie. Oh, it was awful. And I felt sorry for Seth Rogen. I mean, I know he's Michael Cera's friend, but Jesus Christ, it was a terrible movie. And then we have this movie, and you have like Neighbors One, which I didn't think was a great movie. I liked the sequel better because they changed things about that didn't work with the first movie. And I think that ultimately this movie's a fun time. I think it's comparable to Daddy's Home. I mean, I think that again, it's a fun ride and it's enjoyable and it's amusing and there are some funny characters in it and Rogan's really funny in it. Like he does his part really well and there are some funny moments with him, but I think it's an okay movie. I don't think it's as funny as his other movies. Just like Daddy's Home, like again. I think that it's got a lot of rewatchability. I mean, I think there are some things I wasn't really expecting to happen, which is quite surprising given like I've seen so many movies now. But I think that I think the problem with it, I think it suffers from the fact that it's not that funny. I think that I mean I like it. I think it's entertaining, and I giggled mostly, and there are some funny moments with Rogan. But I think that it needs to be funnier. I mean, I think the jokes in like Pineapple Express or Superbad and stuff like that, I think they're a lot funnier. But I think by this point in his career, he hadn't done that much. I mean, I think people knew his name, but I don't think he was like crazy, crazy famous like he is now. Where he's like in so many movies, it's crazy. But I think that he has like a real commanding presence. I mean, in any movie he's in. I mean, even if a movie isn't that good, like Neighbors One, I mean, I think he was the best thing in the entire movie. I mean, that's what frustrated me with that movie. I mean, I think it had potential, and I think that got realized in the sequel, but I felt like he was really funny, and I hated the whole like Zac Efron part of that movie. I mean, he got a lot better in the sequel because they changed his character, but I didn't like that. Um, I found that there are appealing things in this movie. I mean, I think Anna Faris is quite good. I mean, I don't think she's gonna be a big star like her husband, and I think that has gone away from obscurity. I mean, I get frustrated with her to be honest. Like, I think when she was in scary movies, she's had all this potential to be in like big movies and become a big star, and then it never happened, and it just kind of went, yep, there you go. And that's not really me criticizing her as an actress. It just seems like what Hollywood's done to her, and it, it's disappointing when you see someone like her who's really trying, you know, and she's really trying to come across in this movie like she really wants to make an impact. And I quite enjoyed her character, but it's just a real shame. I mean, it doesn't completely work. I mean, I get like the whole point of like I don't think her character's terrible, and I don't think she's not like any good in it. But there's like a scene in the movie which really like repulsed me, and I don't know if I really want to explain what it is in this review right now because I'll be spoiling something in the movie. But it just wasn't nice, and I think that by merit, like I think the Stephen Scare movie is kind of tame compared to what's in this movie. Like, it's just like, oh, like that wasn't nice. And yeah, I don't know about that part of the movie. It was not good. Um, I mean, there are some things in this movie that don't work really. I mean, I get the whole point that he wants to be like this badass, and he wants to be like someone who wants to be known and stuff like that. But I think there's just some odd stuff going on in some parts of this movie. Like, I get that like his mom's supposed to be like that caring character and stuff like that, but sometimes it just comes across like she's really trying to like tap him on the shoulder and say, "Hey, oh sorry, pal, you messed up," and like, no, he really messed up, and I think that I'm not saying she's a bad actress, but I think there are like some points in this movie where it's just like, okay, what's going on now? And like, there's a scene in the movie where he wants to go on a date with Anna Faris's character, but he's not really going on a date. Anna Faris basically states, "We're just friends. We're not going on a date." And then he dresses up like something out of like a 50 Cent music video, and then you're just a bit like, okay. And then she like encourages it, and then like it just took me out of the movie a bit. Like, what? Like, I don't get this. Like, and then Anna Faris makes no comment on it during the whole dinner, and then you're like, okay, am I like an alien now? Am I not watching this movie? I mean, it's just, I thought that was weird, and I just, yeah, I didn't get that. And I think that the whole point of this movie is like, to entertain, but I think there's something missing from it. I think that if there was a better screenwriter, like if you had someone like who wrote Superbad, like Evan Goldberg, I think it would have been a better movie. And I think ultimately it would have been a better vehicle for Rogen because you know him as this really funny guy, and the movie is just okay. I mean, I enjoyed it, but I wouldn't like watch it as many times as Superbad. I mean, I definitely wouldn't think it's as quotable in the slightest. So in that regard, it's a disappointment. But still, I had fun with it. I know it might sound like I'm slagging off this movie, but it's fine. I mean, it's not a bad Rogan movie, but it's entertaining.